Nintendo.
Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Hey YouTube, I've got a long video for you today. It's one of those sketch with me videos. So take out your sketchbook and you can draw along if you'd like. I decided to try out some markers today because I realized that I have a lot of sets that companies have sent me to try out, and some of them I haven't opened yet. So first off, today I am trying out the Artesia skin tone set. They are alcohol markers similar to Copic or Prismacolors, and I am always very intrigued by skin tone sets, and I was actually pretty pleased with this set. The colors at first looked really light and pale, but they kind of darkened as they dried. It might have been my paper that I was using. The sketchbook I'm using is a Moleskine, just like a regular plain notebook. It has the thinner paper, so it's easier for like sketching with pen and markers and stuff.
I couldn't do the party. We didn't plan it. Maybe next year. It's always in my back pocket. Jess got me tickets to see Bella White. Bella White is like a sad country singer-songwriter. I love her music. I'm addicted to it. I can't stop listening to it. It's the kind of music addiction where you put on any other kind of music and you feel pretty dissatisfied with it. And then you put on your addiction music and you go, yeah, this is good. Do you know what I mean? That's who Bella White is for me right now and has been for months. So Jess got me tickets to go see her. We brought James and my friend Steven, and we drove down to Louisville, Kentucky, which is like an hour and a half drive south of Cincinnati. We went to this cute little pizza spot that our friend Dan recommended, and then we went to go see Bella White, and she was so good. She was opening for someone else, and I cannot tell you who exactly was the actual performer of the concert. It was some sort of like honky-tonk, high energy, female-led band. That's as good as I'm gonna get. We watched like 45% of their first song. And the audience there was like, I don't even know how to describe them. They were like, I wear buckled jeans and my back pockets are bedazzled, and there's words on my shirt about country music and tequila and cowboy hats and cheetah print. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the vibe of the audience. I'd say they were like 40 and above age range. So that was kind of shocking. I had no idea who was actually performing. And the way that the venue was set up, it was like a theater. So there were seats, and we had assigned seats. And the people who were up front and everywhere in the theater who didn't care about Bella's opening, because her music is pretty subdued and really not close to the vibe of what they were coming to see, a lot of people were talking over her singing. So Jess and I kind of snuck up to the front, took some people's seats that weren't sitting there so we could hear her and see her better, and that was really, really nice. If the people weren't talking, I would rate the experience 10 out of 10. It will be bumping down to a 9 out of 10 because people were talking and aggravating me. You know what I mean? And I've not really been to a concert where people are talking over the opener, but as I've kind of been talking about this subject with people around me, they're like, oh yeah, it happens all the time. People love to talk over the opener. And I was like, I really didn't know. But that was great. That same night, we drove by this huge skate park. We were kind of on our way out of the city. We were thinking about going for a walk. And then we saw this huge skate park and just like pull over. We gotta take a look at this. It was more than like one dude. This kid came up to us and he could kind of see me. I was kind of thinking about using the half pipe as a slide, but I was scared. I was sitting at the top of the half pipe, really tall, and it just like goes straight down. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I want to. Some of my friends came over and I played Mario Party. And if you were kind of familiar with the Switch version of Mario Party, there's a baseball feature of Mario Party that I really. Don't know this about me. I'm like a big water lover. If I can stick my hand.
Anyway, I do like the variety of skin tones that this marker set has, from light to very dark. There could be more darker shades, but I'm just glad that they included a lot of options there.
The larger group had kind of moved on, and a closer group of friends was left. And we took a hike that was so beautiful. You kind of hiked over this creek. We were kind of snaking left and right, bank to bank on this creek, and I had teeth on. I was dipping my little toes in, hiking around, and then at the end there was a waterfall, and it was.
So I made one mistake here, and I drew with my Pentel ballpoint pen first, which I didn't test out. And normally I would test my markers over the ballpoint pen, but I started coloring and it smeared everything immediately. So that's one reason why I usually end up drawing my outlines after using markers. So with the next drawing, I used pencil and then colored and then decided to ink it.
The like cold water feels so good to me. So we did a cold plunge. We all stood under this like pounding waterfall thing. It was really fun and felt really spontaneous and magical and such a good cap to the trip. And then right after that, Jess and I drove home. and I immediately missed the cabin. Like, I loved it. Loved it. And I will probably go back in the next few months, which I'm really excited for. I also had an exciting visitor, and you may know who it was already. It was Jamie Green. Oh my gosh, another Jamie Green shout out. I love to talk about Jamie Green in all of my podcasts. Yay! Jamie decided to come to Cincinnati because we have been wanting to make a podcast together. And our plan is that Jamie and I are going to take over Yeah Maybe at some capacity. I don't know how often we will be podcasting, but we kind of thought it would be cool to be together and film our first episode together. So Jamie came for the weekend. We filmed our first episode, and the idea of the episode was that James was on, James quits. Jamie comes in the same outfit James had on when he quits, cosplaying him. Okay? So we did that. It was so funny. I will put some pictures in the description of this podcast. It was so funny. It was also so stupid. Jamie looked insane. There was something about the cosplay that changed who Jamie was as a person permanently. We recorded a whole episode. It was horrible. So to set you up for the vibe of this trip, Jamie and I are both in our luteal phase. We're in our luteal phase. If you don't know what that is, it's like the second half of your period where PMS kind of starts. We're both like hours away from our period starting. So our energy's low. We're not feeling good. Jamie's in this hideous outfit with a fake mustache, fake eyebrows drawn on, looking horrible. Okay? We recorded the whole episode. At the end, we were both like, that was horrible. We can't use that. Nope, can't use it. So we kind of were a little bit bummed at that point. The next day we woke up, we recorded a new episode that is currently up exclusively on Patreon, but will be premiering Monday, May 14th, May 13th, whatever next Monday is. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. Don't want to do the math either. Next Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Yeah Maybe's channel. So if you want to watch the premiere or watch it exclusively on Patreon right now, you can. And to be honest with you, I haven't listened to the whole thing, so I don't know if it's actually like that good. I am in the middle of listening to it. I'm 30 minutes in to listening to the podcast, but I think it's pretty good so far. Jamie kind of took a lot of the brunt force. Is that the right singing? Jamie took the reins on the podcast because I was literally minutes away from starting my period, feeling horrible at this time. But I think the podcast turned out fine. I'm excited to do it where I'm not feeling horrible, and I'm excited to kind of reignite Yeah Maybe. I'm fond of the name Yeah Maybe, and I'm fond of the podcast, and I'm excited to have it be just like a little bit more exciting with the switch of the hosts. I'm not really looking forward to people missing James. And I don't know, does that sound mean? Like, I personally feel like it's an upgrade. Don't get me wrong, James is my best friend, amazing guy, but I find James like kind of boring. Like, you know, when you're friends with someone for like over 10 years and you can kind of guess what they're going to say, you already know what they're thinking, you know everything about them, and everything they say just like gets knocked down a little bit on the entertainment scale. That's where he's at for me. And I understand that people who don't know him find him fun and charming. And that is true. I admit he is fun and charming, but to me, he's not as fun and charming as I think he is to other people. And on the other hand, I find Jamie very fun and charming. Don't know what Jamie's going to say next. And I think Jamie has a lot more energy and talkative nature about her that I think will make the podcast really fun. So just trust me on this for all the James lovers out there. Get over it. Get over it. You know, I know it sounds harsh, but he's boring. Okay, moving on. Jamie and I did happen to do a few fun things, even though we were fully luteal. We went to a golfing range with our friend Dan, who loves to golf, and we hit some balls. I haven't hit a golf ball since I was like 8. And honestly, I had a really, really good time. Had a really fun time. Do I think that I want to ever golf a real game? No. Do I think going to the golf range is fun? Yes. I also got a very cute rainbow popsicle there. The weather was really nice. It was kind of hot, but I didn't like that. When the sun was setting, it was like very cute. We also took a walk in Spring Grove Cemetery, which is kind of a place I love to go. And I took Jamie there. Jamie had never been there, and it's just a beautiful place. It's just beautiful. And Jamie got to experience that for the first time. We saw a huge frog. We took a really long walk and went to this tree, and it felt like we were in another world, and we called that world Italy. We had a lot of fun there. And then we also just so happened to take Jamie on the same. It was lovely. And you may be wondering, Lee, why were you suffering? Of course, you know I was in the luteal phase. I've said that 20 times. But I just want to say that Herc did pass away days before Jamie showed up. And a couple days after I got back from the gorge trip. So I'm in a grieving state. I've had Herc for 12 years. He's been like a main character in my life. I love him. He of course was pure evil, like so evil. The boy bit, the boy screamed, scrammed, screamed. He yelled, he chased me, like he destroyed all my stuff, pooped all over my things. Like he in general is super evil and like not like the perfect pet, I will admit, but I loved him so much. He is like a part of me because I've had him for so long and we've been together forever. So it's been really sad. And yeah, it was super sad. I'm not going to give you any details. I feel in my head that I'm tempted to just like tell you the details, but I don't want to tell you the details because it's just like no one needs to hear that. All right, moving on. That's going to be my pit of April. Overall, I did make some new prints this month. I made 6 new prints. I just posted them on my Patreon if you want to see the pictures of them. Varying sizes. A lot of the red sun ones, I have 3 red sun landscapes. My big frog base one, which is like really big and really cool. That one's probably my favorite. I have a still life one and my farm one. They're really nice, and I'm excited to put them in my shop. Prints are definitely my favorite thing to make. I find nice prints. They feel like art school, where the other things I make feel really garbagey and throw away. The prints feel special, and also I think that for whatever reason, Spring Grove, like this frog was huge. It also let us get so close to it. So fun. On our hikes in the Red River Gorge, like 3 hikes in a row, we saw snakes. The first snake we saw was a rat snake, a black rat snake, and then it was eating like some sort of like diamondback looking snake, and we watched it eat the whole thing, and that was really wild. The way that snakes kind of push the food down their gullet, crazy to watch. Also was kind of like making eye contact with me the whole time, which was really riveting. Jamie and I took a night walk while they were here, and we saw an owl in my neighborhood, and I was doing backflips. I was so excited, and we got to look at it for like 5 full minutes, uninterrupted. Amazing, so fun. I saw a snapping turtle. We were driving to a hike. Snapping turtle in the middle of the road. We pulled over. The driver got out, took the turtle, moved it to the side of the road. It had its little mouth open. Very fun. I saw a salamander for the first time. Little salamander moment. I don't know how I've really gone through life not seeing salamanders. So cute. Amazing. 10 out of 10. I saw a possum. I saw squirrels, geese, swans, really big swans at Spring Grove, some deer, some turkeys, a lot of bird sightings at the gorge. I mean, I could go on and on. Amazing month for animal sightings, let me tell you. And I think that's all my bullet points. And this is gonna be the end of my shadows.
After using the skin tone markers, I decided to start a new page, and I really wanted to do something colorful. Tulips have been one of my favorite flowers, especially lately since it was just spring, and I really, really love the bright reddish coral colored ones, the big tulips. They're so pretty.
This is going to be so fun. It's currently 9:55 a.m. The weather is kind of cool. It was like 50 earlier. It's 56 degrees right now and partly sunny. So totally loving this weather. This is kind of the toady weather.
So I thought I would try out the Ohuhu Honolulu #2 set of markers. They sent me this huge 300-piece set of markers, and I'm in love with them. They're very wide, like thicker barrel than I'm used to. The brush pen is great. I love it. The colors are really good too. A lot of really bright, kind of tropical looking colors, which is why I also decided to draw tulips, because I wanted to utilize the bright corals and magentas and greens in this set. I'm definitely going to be using this in more videos. And they also sent me a bunch of acrylic markers and sketchbooks, which I do an unboxing in my vlog that I'm posting. So you can see all of it there. But I'm definitely going to be using more of these items in other videos. These markers blended really well. Maybe it was also the paper I was using, because when I would layer another color over one color over another color, it would kind of pick up a little bit and lighten the other color, which is very handy because usually layering markers, it gets really dark. So it was interesting to see how these reacted.
Celebrities' names, I don't know who they are, I don't know what they do, so it's like, why, there's no reason for me to watch that. Next question is, what's your favorite food for picnics? I will admit I don't do a lot of picnics, but I like to have fresh cut carrots and berries. But like a crunchy veggie sandwich on like a sourdough bread is like unbeatable. If we're going like full meal, lunchtime picnic, I'm gonna go with like some sort of yummy bread. The bread has to be really good. The lettuce on it has to be really crunchy. If there's pickles, I'm happy. Otherwise, just like veggies and or like a nice turkey or something, sure. But I really don't need meat. I just need crunchy veggies. What colors do you personally find yourself as in the current moment? Thank you for saying in the current moment, because I do feel like I kind of switch around and I don't stand still in one color. If anyone's been following me for a while, I have like a happy pink phase. That has since kind of died off. I also have like a CMYK phase. Pretty heavy right after the pink. But yeah, it's gonna have to be like green, some sort of green tone. Maybe like a yellowy green, puky green. I also kind of identify with just like a cream. Do you think that's boring? Maybe it's just because my hair is kind of blonde and I like identify with my hair color. That could be it. I don't know. I do kind of feel like I fit into a few different color families. So I do kind of like to borrow the color families. This is a funny intro for a question. It says, Dr. Lee, what is up? Dr. Lee. I ask asked this before, but I'm going to ask again. Please help me with my phone addiction. Do you scroll before bed / when you wake up? How do you stop with your phone / life balance? Like, please help with Ohuhu. I feel like I answered this, but I'm happy to answer again. I actually kind of have been on an anti-phone feeling lately. The thing that has saved me the most is I've made a couple different focus settings on my phone, like the do not disturb setting that you can kind of create one to fit the time of your day. If you haven't seen that before, there's like a work one. You can choose what kind of notifications go through. I usually go for the hard do not disturb. Having that on, honestly, I pulled on a little freaking top right corner, I click the moon, and my brain is almost automatically relaxed. And I know that sounds almost unbelievable, but there's like, I think there's always a part of my body that's like waiting for something to happen on my phone to distract me or engage me or entertain me. And when I turn that off, I feel free. So I do indulge in do not disturb at least like once-ish a day for like a few hours. If not, sometimes I do it the whole day. It does help me control more when I am on my phone. I've also stopped scrolling at night. I have switched over to trying to do full crossword puzzles in the New York Times. That is something I'm terrible at, and I'm really not good at it, and I can't solve the whole crossword. I don't really know what kind of level people can solve crosswords at, but I have to be the lowest one. Like, I can't solve the crosswords to save my life. I also like to do Sudoku before bed sometimes, but that kind of does bore me now. I've done a lot of Sudoku, and now I'm kind of over that phase, but if you like puzzles, I'd love to do puzzles before bed, and I have a paper book of Sudoku. So my phone life balance is okay. I obviously work on my phone, so a lot of my time on my phone is like work stuff, which is kind of annoying. I think if I didn't have a job on my phone, I could be really amazing at not being on my phone. But just because I say like again on do not disturb, it doesn't mean that I'm not like a little toxic on my phone. I think everyone's a little toxic on their phone. That's okay. But cutting down like phone time or changing the way you are on your phone, I think makes a big difference. I stopped getting on TikTok, and I'm literally just doing the crossword. Like if I want to do my phone, I open the crossword. So maybe I'm like making myself smarter. Could be cool. Maybe that's helpful. I do think do not disturb is like a huge life hack. I thought it was stupid for a long time. Okay, just to be clear, I was like, this is stupid. I want to know what's going on. Well, the tables have turned, and I don't know what. Hi. I don't want to know what's going on. Next question is, will you be a garden girl this summer? I love how you were into it last year, and to be honest, I was living vicariously through you because I'm a city rat without even a balcony. That sucks. Yes, I will be planting flowers again this year. Currently, the outside of my home is being worked on, so there's like men kind of like stomping around where I would have plants and flowers, so I have to wait kind of until they're done with that, and then I can plant my stuff, and I will, of course, keep the podcast updated. This is kind of my garden space. I was wondering where you bought those blue jeans that were tight around the waist but leave room for the thighs and hips. I always have a massive gap between my back and the jeans. It's the worst feeling. I'm wearing them right now. They're from Big Bud Press. They're the wide leg trousers. I do not fit in Big Bud Press's work pants at all. I've tried on their a different style. The Western pants, I don't fit in those either. I only fit in trousers. The trouser, like original style, is kind of like pleated down the front and kind of skinny at the bottom. And that's just not the look I'm going for right now. But the wide leg trousers are rude. What is it? It's SU with the 2 dots over it, K. Those pants are really wonderful too. And they have pull tabs to keep the waist tight. The next question is, what's your philosophy on personality? I go through phases of trying to be stylish and then trying to be comfortable. And
Like I said earlier, today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website building platform that allows you to do everything you need for your business all in one place. Recently, I have been trying to revamp my whole website because I built it back in 2017, I believe, and I've updated it here and there, but I thought it was time for a whole new like redesign for the website. So I got to choose between all of the awesome templates they have on Squarespace. It was hard to choose because they're really pretty and they definitely have different purposes. So the one I needed, I wanted to be very simple, and my last website was pretty cluttered, and I put like as much information as I possibly could on there. And this time around, I wanted to narrow it down a bit and keep it more simplified. Not so many pages, maybe combine them. I went for like a green colored theme and a vertical menu on the left side, which I really liked. I did like an events page and added a storefront section and posted a photo of that, but like it was unedited, so you can edit photos right there on the website, because like sometimes you don't have Photoshop or you just want to upload a photo from your phone but it doesn't fit correctly. So like on Squarespace you can edit it and like put filters on it or whatever you want. I'm so happy with how my website is turning out so far. I still have some work to do. My store is also cluttered. I have like way too many items on there and a lot of it's sold out, and I want to retake the photos for the items. So I'll show you guys in the next video that process. If you want to try out Squarespace, they have a free trial, and if you like it, you can go to squarespace.com/Jacquelin to get 10% off your first purchase.
Like find something you like, exhaust it, move on to the next. How have your friendships fluctuated over the last 10 years? They have fluctuated. I have friends from 10 years ago. I've also changed friend groups. I've jumped around. I've made a lot of new friends. I currently have a ton of friends. I think I've gained a lot of kind of comfort in being my authentic self. And I know that sounds so cringy. I felt like very true to who I am, and that's kind of dictated where I've headed in my friendships and kind of how I like to have friendships and how the balance is there. I've found out a lot about myself because I've had a lot of time for friendships. They're some of my most valued relationships, if not the most valued relationships. I never really get over the fact that your friends choose you and stay with you by choice. I think that's like so cute. When I really start thinking about it, it's like gets really, really cute. But I've always been like a friend heavy girl. I've always been like friendship mania. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's been such like a steady course of friendship changes that it doesn't feel like anything has dramatically changed. I used to get into a lot of friendships where I was in kind of a partner position with my friend, and then we had to kind of go through quote unquote breakups. So I've had about like 3 or 4 of those, and I haven't had those in a few years. So I think I've kind of moved on from those kind of friendships. I typically kind of gravitate towards people who will boss me around. Like they'll take the wheel and kind of like hold my hand and drag me along. Like I love kind of being led. So those kind of friends take me under their wing. I become like a service animal to them, for lack of a better phrase. And then like the friendship fizzles for some reason. It's not something I've really been able to figure out, but I'm like held at some sort of partner standard, and then things fizzle and blow up. But I don't know why. I'm really excited about it. I don't like doing it. Next question is, how are you dealing with the loss of Kirk? Would you ever get another bird? The loss of Kirk has been really difficult. It's interesting to experience like subtle grieving underneath my everyday life. Even though he's like small and like not, he's not a dog. Like I can't take him everywhere. We don't have that kind of bonding time. But I think I've been dealing with it okay. I still have this cage set up in my room. I don't have the heart to take it down and clean it. So I'm slowly kind of moving through dealing with what is left behind from him. But I feel like close to tears every time I look at it. So that's expected. I don't feel surprised by that, and it feels good when I get to have some time about it. I of course like sobbed when it happened and like cried for like 2 days. Would I ever get another bird? I don't think so. Having a bird, having a bird is really hard. It's like they're challenging pets to have. They're really messy and they're really loud and they're typically mean. They just typically are unless you put in like so much time and effort with it, which is something I don't think I'm capable of doing. And I always had like underlying guilt of I'm not giving him enough because he was kind of hard to deal with. And I couldn't give him everything he needed. So like the guilt of having him and putting him in a cage sometimes was just like it was hard. So I don't know if I'd get another bird unless someone I live with wanted to share a bird with me, or I would be answered before. Apologies if it has, but how do you edit your photos to post on socials? I always have such a dreamy and soft voice, and I love it. I kind of like don't really answer this question. I do edit my photos on the snow app, which like I literally would not recommend. And I feel so lucky and grateful and content with my job and this space. So thank you so much for being here and letting me do this. I am so grateful. Thanks for thinking this podcast is interesting enough to listen to the end. I think that's really cool. And I hope that you have a good May or whenever you're listening to this. I hope you have a good month. And that's it. Okay. Bye. Bye bye. See ya. It's currently raining. It's gonna rain all day long here. I walked here in the rain, and the best part about walking here in the rain is that I put Toby in a little rain jacket. And this particular rain jacket is yellow and adorable. And does it like work that well? Not really. But the hood doesn't really fit Toby's head right. And the way that it doesn't fit right is perfect because Toby won't wear a hood because it pushes his ears down. He does not like when the ears are pushed down by clothes, though he does like to wear clothes. The hood like sits on like this little dome on his head, and his ears can stay upright. So that's just very fun. Like the sound of the coat as he's walking, it's all funny. It's all funny. I laughed my whole way here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I laughed quite literally my whole way here. And it was only like I only walked for like 20 minutes because it was pouring, and he did get wet through the coat. I got wet through my umbrella. Like it wasn't it wasn't working. My range of questions were not working. I am currently sitting here at my desk, and I did take off my skirt I had on so I could dry it off my body because there's nothing worse than like wet clothing, in my opinion. Wet clothing is just horrible, and that's kind of how I'm going to enter this podcast. I wasn't sure if I was going to record my own podcast this month because I did post the rejected episode of Jamie and I's potential new up and coming unbelievable podcast that we have in the works. And I was thinking that could be a cool stand-in. But as I stewed more on that idea, I was thinking about how I would feel next month recording a podcast and how there would be like 2 months for me to fill you in on. And to be quite honest with you, my memory and chat at you for a little while as you go about whatever you would like to go about doing. So that's that. I do answer some Q&A questions at the end. This particular month, as I said, I didn't know if I was recording this podcast, so I didn't post in advance for questions. So I did post about 5 minutes ago for questions. So we'll see what we get. I don't know what that portion will really look like because I've never not posted in advance. Let me drink some water. I really don't have a ton of points this month to chat to you about, so this might be a little shorter of a podcast. We'll see. My first bullet point that I wrote was loving spring, smiling face, feeling okay. That's my first bullet point. Last year, we got a little bit frosted over during spring, and a lot of the flowers didn't come up the same way they usually do. But this year, we've gotten full bloom flowers on the trees, lots of little baby flowers on the ground. It's like full blown spring. And I'm now remembering that spring is quite lovely, and that last year we got a little bit. What is the word I'm looking for? We were treated a little unfairly by the weather last spring, and I'm glad that we did not get treated unfairly this year. So that's pretty cool. The lilacs are in full bloom, and I do stick my whole face into any lilac bush. Okay, any lilac bush that I walk by. And like, if you are familiar with lilac bushes, like you don't have to stick your face in to smell them. You can walk by and smell them just fine. But there's some kind of beauty in puffing a lilac bush right up next to the flowers. And the scent of lilac is like a little bit too much. It's a little bit too cool. And I can't resist it for some reason. I don't know. Like I kind of love hate it. I don't know. I'm not gonna elaborate further. Not gonna elaborate further on that. I think I mentioned this in my video last month, but I did finish my little pink sketchbook that I've been working on for a few months yesterday. I'm really excited about it. I'm like ready to move on from that sketchbook, but also there's like that little tinge of like sadness of leaving a friend behind. That's stupid. Not a stupid thing to say. My sketchbook's my friend, like that's kind of gross. What? There's like maybe shy isn't the right word. It's like a feeling of closing a sketchbook and knowing it's just gonna kind of sit on your shelf for a while after that. Like its time is over, and that's kind of sad. I do plan on doing a sketchbook tour. I'm not sure when that will be. I kind of have to wait for the lighting to be just right and for my mood to be just right at the same time. So we will be doing a sketchbook tour. In my video, I kind of spoke on that a bit, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do a sketchbook tour because people are hateful on sketchbook tours. And I think the reason is that sketchbook tours pull in people that do not usually watch my videos, and then they're like, oh, this person isn't real. Let me give them a piece of my mind. But I will be doing that regardless. And I will, maybe go on a blocking spree. I love to go on a blocking spree. If you have a problem with anyone on social media, the key to that is blocking them. Love to block people that irk me in the slightest. So that's kind of my plan for that. I don't think it's going to be like some spectacular video because the sketchbook is small and I don't typically have like a ton to say about my sketches. Like if it was up to me, I would flip through the sketchbook and give you a rating 1 to 10 on each spread, and that's what the commentary would be. But I probably will like make up things to say. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. I'm now reading these notes for this podcast out of my new sketchbook, which is about twice the size of my last one. Same brand though, and I did buy the sketchbook online because I wanted it in a fun color. I found that having a light pink sketchbook made me really happy. So I looked online for this brand. The brand is called Artist Creations, I think, something like that. Artist Creations. I'm pretty sure about that. And this sketchbook looked like it was like a nice Floridian green, maybe even just like kind of a forest green online. And it did show up at my door, and it is teal. And if I was to give you my rating on a 1 to 10 scale of how I feel about the color teal, I'd give it a 2 out of 10. And that would go side by side with like a true purple, like a royal Mardi Gras purple. That's going to be a 1 or a 2 for me. So these are like bottom of the rung colors. I did manage to find a sticker that matches it quite nice. And in certain lighting, it looks more green than it looks teal. But at this current moment, while we're speaking, it is teal. So we'll see how I deal with that. I think it will be totally fine. It will be totally fine. When I opened the box initially, I was disgusted. I was disgusted with it. I felt like I was lied to. And I was like, whoa, I'm about to spend quite a few months with a teal sketchbook. And can I deal with the identity crisis of this? And I am choosing to deal with it. I'll let you know how that goes. Or maybe I won't because it won't.
You showed me how to dance love, so tell me what you're thinking of.
Anyway, I hope you had fun watching this sketch with me, and I hope you ended up drawing along. Please give it a thumbs up if you like these kinds of videos. I really want to do more real-time drawing videos. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!